Hello there. One of the greatest selling points of Islam, we might as well say the unique selling point, is that Allah is one and He begets not, neither is He begotten, He has no partners. That is the unique selling point. And Muslims call that Tawheed, that Allah is one. And the greatest sin in Islam is shirk, the sin of associating partners with Allah. That is the greatest sin. In fact, that sin has no forgiveness. Even if the person repents, I'm not sure whether Muslims can forgive, because it is the sin unto death. Whoever does that is supposed to be killed. However, when you look into Islamic books, you will find out that this is just word salad. Allah has no partners. Allah has no partners. So they believe that by repeating that thing, that it makes it true. But we as Christians, it is not word. It is not word only. It is the life and what you do. That is what we have to look at, and we interpret what you do. So I'm beginning a new series where we'll be examining different Islamic source materials to discover whether Allah has no partners indeed, just as Muslims believe. We will see what Allah Himself says and what Muhammad says about whether Allah has no partners. Now remember, it is not mere word. You have to look at the word. You have to look at the word. Muslims have been brought up not to think about the meaning of what they are reading. They have been brought up not to think. And even when they look, when they look at what they are reading, to start with, most of them don't read anything. They don't read they don't read their Quran. They don't read their Hadith. They're just nominal cultural Muslims. Forget about the beard. We have young men that go about now with jalabia, just that long, flowing, I don't know whether to call it gown or something like that, but they call it jalabia. It's long like that. And then they have beard. Everybody wears beard now. Everybody grows beard in town. It's the in thing. It is in vogue. But do not be deceived by that. They don't know anything. They know next to nothing about Islam. That is why you have to read what the Quran says and what the Hadiths say to understand what Islam is. You cannot learn it from Muslims. They themselves don't know it. The sheikhs that know it, those ones will lie. They will lie. That's why I did a video saying don't learn Islam from Muslims. So let's go. What I'll be looking at today about whether Allah has partner or not, I'm just going to read one surah. And in this one surah, we shall read several translations of this one surah. Well, it's not even a whole surah. It is one ayah. In Surah 33, ayah 36. Here is it. Surah 33, ayah 36. This is it. Okay. You can see it. Surah 33, ayah 36. Let's read together. It is not for a believing. This is the first translation. Dr. Mustafa Katab. He calls it the clear Quran. Okay, so it is clear, right? It is clear. So let's read it. It is not for a believing man or woman when Allah and His Messenger decree a matter. Look at this. When Allah and His Messenger decree a matter. What is that? What do you call that? What do you call that? When Allah and His Messenger, Allah and His Messenger decree a thing. We're going to come and ask the Muslims to tell us what that means. Let's go to the next translation. This is Sahih International. And by the way, Sahih International is one of the most watered down translations. It's a modern translation. That's what it says. It is not for a believing man or a believing woman, you Muslims. It is not for you. When Allah and his messenger have decided a matter, that you should thereafter have any choice about their affair. Imagine that. Read it. Read it. Let's go back to the first translation. This is by Dr. Mustafa Katab. It is not for a believing man or woman, Muslim, when Allah and his messenger decree a matter, to have any other choice in that matter. I hope you understand that. When Allah and his messenger decree, not Allah alone, Allah and his messenger. Okay, so let's go back to Sahih International. It is not for a believing man or a believing woman when Allah and his messenger have decided a matter, that the believing man or woman, should then have any choice. Let's go to another one. T. Usmani. Even the ones that are watered down, like T. Usmani, is it T. Usmani? This Abdel Hakim. We're coming there. T. Usmani. You can see here, T. Usmani translation. It is not open for a believing man or a believing woman when Allah and his messenger have decided a thing. Have you seen that again? Once Allah and his messenger have decided a thing, that they, the believing man or woman, should have a choice about their matter. Let's go to M.A.S. Abdel Hakim. When God and his messenger have decided a matter that concerns them, it is not fitting for any believing man or woman to claim freedom of choice in that matter. I hope you are following. So do not let no Muslim accuse us of this or that. Let's go to Maududi. It does not behove a believer, male or female, that when Allah and his messenger have decided an affair, they should exercise their choice. Notice decided, okay? Here. Notice here again, decided a matter. Allah and Muhammad deciding a matter. All right? Decided. Here. Decided. Oh, wow. This one says decree. When Allah and his messenger decree a thing. What do you call that? Let's go on. Next one. Picture. And it becometh not a believing man or believing woman when Allah and his messenger have decided. Have you seen that? When Allah and his messenger have decided an affair for them, that they should after that claim any say. Do you understand that? Let's go to Yusuf Ali. It is not fitting for a believer, man or woman, when a matter has been decided by Allah and his messenger. This one puts it in passive voice. The other ones have been putting it in active voice. When Allah and his messenger, when they decide, when they decree, when they decide, when they decree. This one puts it in passive voice. When a matter has been decided by Allah and his messenger, to have any option about their decision. Ah, wow. Ha. There, look at this. Their decision. Who is this pointing to? Their decision. It's pointing to Allah and his messenger. If you understand simple English. When a matter has been decided by Allah and his messenger, so for the believer, man or woman, to now have any option about their decision. Whose decision? Allah's decision, Muhammad's decision. Both of them. Their decision. Okay, let's go to Hilali and Khan. We call it Hilali Khan. It is not for a believer, man or woman, when Allah and his messenger have decreed, this one also says decree, a matter that they should have any option in their decision. Did you see this? Their decision. Did you see that? In their decision. And so this video is not intended to be long. Okay, so it says decisions are taken by Allah and his messenger. And once they decide like that, no Muslim man or woman should have a say. I don't know how, can something be clearer than this? So here is the here is the Muslim way of approaching things. Number one, they will not read. They won't read. Number two, if you force them to read, just as we're doing now, putting it before, say, look, read. It's your book. It's your book. Read it. Surah 33, ayah 36. It's your book. Why? If you want to scare a Muslim, just put the Quran or the Hadith before them and say, look, this is what it says. They'll be scared. They will, no, I don't want to read. They want to go and read the Bible. Every time they want to read the Bible. Okay, but they don't want to read the Quran. They don't want to read their Hadith. That's one thing that everybody should be aware of. They're scared of their own books. Why? I don't know why. And so when you now force them to read, and the first tactic of running away from reading it, when that one fails, and then you force them to read, the next tactic will be they're trying to reinterpret it. So Muslims, I'm waiting for you in the comment section. Come and reinterpret this. Tell me what decided a matter, what it means. Tell the whole world what it means when Allah and his messenger have decided a matter, and that you shouldn't have a say in their decision. I've shown you minimum of 7 translations. And before I close, let me show you this. Let's go to the Arabic. Can you see this on the screen? Can you see the Arabic on the screen? So I'm going to hover on the Arabic now, and then you see what it. In fact, let me do this. Let me just make the whole thing. Let it fill the whole screen so that everybody can see it clearly. This is it. Okay, so I'm now going to hover on the Arabic and tell me what you see. I'm going to hover on the Arabic, tell me what you see, so that you don't play the Arabic game here. Look at it. And not is it for a believing, okay, a believing man, and not a believing woman, for when Allah has decided and his messenger a matter. Can you see that? Can you see that? Allah has decided and his messenger. All right? Have you seen it? So do not, let's go on. That should be there for them choice about their affair. Whose affair? Allah's affair. Allah and Muhammad's affair. I mean, in their decision. And you look at all these translations. Look at the translations. These translations were done by Muslims. They understand what it means. Okay? It is not for a believing. I'm scrolling past. This is first 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 translations. And all of them say when Allah and his messenger have decided a matter. When I can copy this and put it in Google Translation for you. Maybe we should even do that. I can copy this and put it in Google Translation. So you don't come and accuse us of anything. So I'm going to copy here. Have you seen that? So let's go to Google Translation. Let's go to Google Translation. So here we are on Google Translate. I've copied that, and I'm going to paste it here. So you see, this is going to detect the language and put the English translation here. Can you see? It is not for a believing man or a believing woman when God and his messenger have decided a matter to have any choice over their matter. Do you understand that? This is Google Translate. Have you seen that? Have you seen? I just did it in your presence so that you don't accuse. This is what your where is it? This is what your translators, your Muslim scholars have done. 8 of them. It is the same thing. And then I just went to Google Translate and showed you. It's the same thing. Just copied. I just copied here. Just copied the Arabic here. Okay. And pasted it in Google Translate And this is what we have. It is not for a believing man or a believing woman. When this, don't mind Google, it is Allah. It's Allah. When Allah, because you see it here, and not for, okay, this, and then it comes to here, you see Allah. That's Allah. So, but we can overlook that. So it says, when Allah and his messenger have decided the matter. When they have decided the matter. So the next thing that the Muslim will say is, well, that's not what it means. That's not what it means. Everything is decided, decreed, decided, decreed. But the Muslim will say, no, that's not what it means. So decide does not mean decide. Decree does not mean decree. So what does it mean? It means, tell us in the comment section below what it means. We'll be waiting for you. And we shall laugh. We shall laugh. We'll wait for you and we shall laugh. Game over. Wow. Wow. So much for Allah does not have partner. But Allah and Muhammad are taking decisions together. That's not partnership. That's not partnership. It's something else. Tell us what it is. Thank you and God bless you.